Are you a final expense telesales agent that really desires consistent income? You want to know how you can find the wealth? Well, you found the right video, my friends. I'm going to help you understand what 90+% of the agent force never does so that you can find those dollars and hopefully the business will make more sense to you. So my name's Jason. Before I go into this, I'm your friend in the business and I'm so blessed to partner with some of the most amazing agents as well as agencies across this nation selling together life, Medicare, and annuities face-to-face, but more importantly in the telespace. So free resources for your taking here at jasonfinalexpense.com, and thank you for walking with me on this video. I hope it's a blessing to you. So first off, 90% of the agent force does not invest in leads. They maybe say that they're all in, but they don't actually take that leap and purchase leads. If you want to have consistent capitalization in this industry, you've got to have consistent lead flow. Most don't buy the leads at the frequency that they need to find success, which is why 90% of the agent force fails. It always happens this way. Agents that fail out, number one, fail to buy leads, and then they don't have the frequency where they purchase on the weekly. If you're a full-time final expense telesales agent, you really need to be purchasing 80 to 100 leads a week, or you're going to go hungry. You wonder why you're not seeing success. Well, are you buying leads on the weekly? And then number two, if you are a full-timer, then great. You've got to put a full-time amount of work ethic into those leads if you want the laws of large numbers to work out for you. It sounds so silly, and it's, yes, so simple, but yet the business isn't easy, and it's not easy to always buy leads on the weekly. I get it. You look at your wallet and you go, "Ooh, sold a couple grand this week. Yeah, I don't really want to buy a batch of leads. I'm going to work these to the nth degree," and then you don't make the dollars. Don't make this mistake. If you want to have full-time income, you've got to be intentional about your full-time effort and lead spend. 80 to 100 leads a week if you want to be full-time and if you want to have the best chance of finding success. It's not guaranteed in this space. This is a business that's going to require the best of you, not the rest of you. All right. Now, if you're a part-time agent, you're like, "Jason, hey, sorry, I'm listening to you and you're out of breath right now." I get it. I'm walking, trying to stay healthy, all right? But a part-time agent needs around 30 to 50 leads every single week if you want to have the best chance of finding the wealth and becoming a warrior. Most insurance agents don't do this. They just don't do it. They guard their little dollars and they don't make the dough that they should because they don't spend money to make money. You've got to have leads. You got to have leads. You got to have leads. I cannot repeat this enough. So many insurance agents don't take this advice. They're like, "Oh yeah, I should do it," and I don't. You cannot have this limited belief, because if you're not buying leads on the weekly, don't care what you say, you've got limited belief. Go buy aged leads that are less than $2 a piece, that are 90 days old or less. You need to be buying leads every single week if you want to make the wealth and have a chance of it. It's a performance-based business. Those that do are those that get, and there's no guarantee, which is why when you make it, there's no better life. There's no glass ceiling, but agents that fail to buy leads, they just don't make it. So if you're a part-timer, 30 to 50 leads a week. If you're a full-timer, you need to have 80 to 100. If not, you're going to go hungry. You've got to have a supply chain that's steady to have the best chance, not guarantee, but best chance of finding success. You can make it if you make a commitment to buying leads on the weekly, working those leads, and then, you know what, taking that leap of faith, taking that risk, because there's no guarantee of success to find the reward. And if you don't buy leads on the weekly, you're going to rob yourself of the opportunity that you could have maybe experienced to make that money. Now, once you've purchased your leads, you've got to have a powerful mental mindset. That's the next thing you need to focus on. Agents that fail, they fail to have a positive mental mindset. The glass is always half empty, and they don't have success. You cannot focus with a failure mindset. You've got to have a fabulous mindset. You got to smile through the pain, through the rejection, because diminished belief will give you as an agent diminished chances, not guarantees, but chances are now diminished of your returns. You've got to really get your mindset strong if you want to make money. This industry is lined with, like I say, 90% of the agent force that doesn't make it. They don't make the dollars. It's because they don't make the dials, and then they don't focus on diligent positivity through this pain. This is important for you to know. You've got to buy the leads. You got to work these leads with everything that's in you if you want to get out of a very simple business, high chance of profitability if you're one of the top that make it. You've got to take advantage of this. Don't just put your toe in the water with this just low belief when you're saying, I know I should buy 100 leads, but I'm just going to buy 20, just going to buy 30 this week and see how it works. You don't have the laws of large numbers on your side, and you will lose here, because when that person tells you no, if you bought only 20 leads, you only got 19 left and you're panicking, the clients can feel it in you and you won't find the success. As if you, let's say, change the game and you've got 100. If one person says no, it's not a problem, because you've got more numbers to numerically get after with maybe a better mindset, better skill set, and better work set. You can work through this and hopefully you will find the wealth. If you need anything at all, including lead resources, even for exclusive leads, reach out, jasonfinalexpense.com. We can get you some discount codes and even get you access to amazing aged leads if that's where you need to start. Aged leads are great to start, but don't stay there. Increase your belief, increase your buying of leads, and then focus on positivity, focus on your scripting, focus on the benefits that you are going to provide to your consumers. This is a big deal. And I hope you're liking this video, by the way. If you're watching it at this point and you're liking it, do me a favor. Would you hit the like button if you enjoy this, and feel free to subscribe as well. Hit the notification bell so you don't lose out on some of the content that I'm going to drop on this channel for you that I don't want you to miss. So thanks for joining with me. But if you're still watching at this point, but you've got to have just positivity. It'll help your profitability, because belief is everything in this space. And if you got limited leads, you're going to have limited belief. If you have this pile of leads, good, we've got to put in now the work to get the wealth and have the chance of it. Those that do are those that get in this industry, and those that aren't buying leads, they're going to a position where they go, oh, I went broke in this industry. I get it. That happens when you dip your toe in the water and you go, oh, it's cold, I'm going home. Sometimes you got to take that leap of faith and dive in. It's a painful playground at times. I get it. It is painful. Sometimes you're overpaid. Some days you're underpaid. And how you handle those emotional lows and how you handle the emotional highs of the current when this takes place is going to depict whether you can survive, whether you can find success, and whether you can sustain profitability. You're going to have to just believe in yourself, keep buying leads on the weekly, and hopefully this business works out for you and gives you the freedom to be able to travel with Final Expense Telesales. You can go anywhere in the nation and work, but you got to do the work. Don't let anybody tickle your ears about, oh, it's a printing machine. You don't even have to talk to people. Yeah, okay. Not in Final Expense space, let me tell you. You got to make those calls, because 90% of the agent force calls it quits, and quitters never win. And I know that's not who you are. So I hope this little walk with me is helping you, but I want you to have success. And that comes from buying enough leads, buying enough leads, buying enough leads at the frequency that gives you at least a chance of just turning into a rock star. And so many insurance agents turn into rocks because they don't really buy leads more than maybe one batch, and then they don't refresh things. If you never refilled your fridge more than once, all right, a month, if you looked at your frequency of lead spend and equated it to your food, let me tell you, you'd have a lot of sick people if that was the case. Most of the agent force, they're not buying food, right? They're leads every week, and I abound with horrible analogies, so thanks for bearing with me. My wife would kill me right now. Another lousy analogy, but I'm telling you, you've got to have fresh food every week, right? Go to the grocery store. If not, you got sour milk. You wonder why you say the business is sour? Maybe you aren't showing up every day and working. Maybe you aren't seeing enough people. Maybe you're not buying enough leads. And that's why you say, this business may not be for me, because I didn't fully commit. I didn't fully engage. And this is what you need to know to have consistent capitalization. It's consistent dial, consistent smile, and serving the people with everything that's in you. And then, of course, using your script to help the clients win. Hope this helps you. If you need anything at all, jasonfinalexpense.com. Remember, you've got what it takes, my friends. I appreciate you.